Hello YouTube, welcome to a new episode on Horizon Zero Dawn. We are going to go underneath the citadel where I believe evidence of Zero Dawn is. I think I've got that right. Not entirely certain.
Sunfall.
Oh god.
Calgreghard Sun Palace. A bulwark of guard your might against the howling forbidden west.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Wait, is there a mission there? Okay, we'll do that at a later point as well. We need to go everywhere around this map to unlock all missions.
Our hunger keeps us sharp. Our hunger keeps us sharp.
Actually, I do need to sell some stuff, so I'll do that quick. Okay, I'm just getting rid of some extra stuff right now that I've just got massive amounts of it. So I don't think I really should need it that much. Here we go. Gives me 9 slots. Pretty damn good. Is that an arena? That's where people fight machines. What is that? Is that the one I haven't seen yet that I was talking about earlier?
The Sun Ring. A proud tradition of Calgreghard.
Stay off my focus.
Oh.
If the eclipse catches you here, you'll be lucky if you survive long enough to find out that ring.
Okay, I'm just gonna have a quick look at that behemoth. So it's got crate holders. Oh, so it's got some stuff on it. Okay, I'm trying to remember what that is. Freeze canister. Oh, force loader. Okay, so it does lifting attacks and it has the power cell on its back. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. So which way are we going?
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What's going on?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
That was strange.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
Me first.
I do whatever works. I'll take the shots. Even if it means having to listen to Bahamas.
I hear the shadow coming.
Oh, I thought I looked.
Ceasefire. Very well. I do.
I'm not racing at all. Shut up, I'm not sure. Oh, now I'm back of them anyway.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me, while there's still time to save him.
So,
I feel a bit
the
discriminating
way
against.
in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the Sun Ring from on high.
Well, the Kestrels.
They want us to see this, boy.
This is insane.
Quite an impression. Let's be
The
generous.
balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Wait, where am I dropping from? From this. I was worried if I was actually going to get to that one. Okay, sorry, I was scratching my nose as I was doing that. Because, you know, multitasking. I think I do. Wait, so what's up here? Do I need to worry about what's up there yet? No, let's not worry about it yet. It's my spidey senses tingling, telling me to go up there.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Let's go in. I've got a feeling maybe that was the smartest idea because I might remove errands, but...
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated it. So by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Okay, so let's get going.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Okay, I want to have a look at that another incident. Okay, I'm just going to quickly read through this if you want to read it as well. Okay. What the hell are lang bots? Short for language bots. If so, that is pretty damn cool.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
There's soundproofing. So they're going to be screaming or something. What are they showing you?
For an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Give me a minute. This stuff. Okay. This is all just hints at things so far. Like hints at the situation. Which is subtle, I like it.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Oh, please do.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why?
So don't die of starvation.
One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here.
As well.
Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris.
Wait, so have they like left gene code somewhere or something like that? Is that what she is? Is she just a replica of Elizabeth Sobek?
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us.
I bet you she just took genes of people
Find out how she did it.
and left them to replicate. So evolution took its course again.
Kestrels. They got in through the vents.
Something like
Let
that.
nothing stop you from
Not
learning
exactly
the
that, but that
truth.
doesn't make sense.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Didn't see that. Okay, I'm gonna play this while I do it.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country, it was always a small that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. Markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You've had considerable experience in human robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to... Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. When
went
The
too close
resources
to
I had, I
unplugging
estimated code-breaking to be a hopeless endeavor.
What did they
I
contain?
was almost looking forward to being
They're
proved
talking at
wrong.
the same time. This doesn't help.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Okay. Sorry about that. I spoke at the same time. I probably should have sat still or something.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name.
Just jump over that.
What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Of course, they're not going to tell us that part there. Oh, that's guidelines. Okay. So, yeah, read through that. It's guidelines. I can pretty much guess what it's going to be. Actually, no. No, I can't. I'm thinking of something else. Give me the guidelines back. Where are they? Was it here? Nope. Okay, it's below this one, I remember. Here is that one. Okay, give me a second. That's fun. That data corruption right there. Wait, what's up here? No, I'm not climbing. There we go. So this is what I was meant to do. To get over him. The best citizen can call.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible. But it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian.
See?
I know Dutch masters,
Yeah,
Japanese
like
calligraphy,
capsules, aren't they?
Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
So they're going to be capsuling the human race. For when they repopulate, they have all the culture and things, I'm guessing.
That is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them?
Not just people. All organic matter.
Every living
Right,
thing
why don't they know?
dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pake wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Don't! Please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
He was not happy there.
Want to discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bubble serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations.
Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
He's a bit of a dick, isn't he? He would annoy me.
You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
I'm gonna wait here, actually.
That's Jerry aligned self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Oh, that's sad. There's Kira's was in this room as well. Oh, I haven't looked at this one yet. There's one over here.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
He had to be shoved, didn't he? Let's get him coming through. Just in case there's more shadow cards in there.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, Each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stocks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
That's an incredibly smart idea. Like, concept's obviously kind of done right now, but it's an incredibly smart concept.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes.
Then why do people not remember?
By a machine. A machine of creation.
Is that the Metal Devil?
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Oh, I thought it was a voice one. Okay. Okay. I'll let you just read each one at a time. This is a lot to read, so medical euthanasia. Okay. Okay, so that's kind of sad that they had to make that choice.
I'll take this.
Put on that.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what I damaged, I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. They just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be, atonement.
If you're still nauseous. No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timo. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock? You'd grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety. I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family? I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years. I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words. I'm sorry. Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over. I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
It's sad.
Alert. Medical wing.
See to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue skying, it's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What are you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
Okay, I'm hoping this room is dead end because I have another way to go. I'm curious what this purple thing is. Nice. Stranded Chapels. Stranded Chapels. Sorry, that was my stomach. Probably should get some more. Ah, it's another Death Stranding Easter egg. Wait, I don't have the first one. Curious what that is. Oh, I'm so excited for Death Stranding. It's using the same engine as this. Actually, they just tweak it a bit because Hideo Kojima's a genius and they have to tweak everything to make it perfect for him because he likes to be a bit better than everybody else at game design.
Stocking up?
You know, if I could be anything like Hideo Kojima in my working future, that would be great. Just so great. Curious what's down there.
Intruder! Get her! To me!
Whatever
Let's
you
take
do,
her down!
don't die now.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I forgot this. Yeah, I'm ready. Where are you at?
Let's...
Wait, how did I not hit? See, this is why I take the fire splitter around, it's useful. And I've got a bunch of them. Is there anything inside these rooms? There's health. There's a way through in this room. That's a different colour than I usually see. I've never seen this light blue.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
It's 5 slag shine glass. Wow. Maybe that is the blue we've seen before. I didn't recognise it.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Is silence the same as me? So I'm guessing I'm a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. Sobek? Why did I say Sobek? Okay, either way, I'm guessing Silence is another one, and he was cast out from his tribe because he had no mother, as I had no mother at all because I was a clone.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am. That ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't manage to hear all that because I was trying to concentrate to what she was saying as well. So that was just a little bit frustrating. You gonna tell me the lock? Oh, there's one in the corner. I never see them in the corner. Okay, so left up, left down. So, blah, 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 left, up, left. What? There's 5 here. Left, down, right, okay.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Yeah, that's unlocked. Okay, let me just check the rest of this room. There's a walkway above as well, which I'm curious about. How do you get to that walkway? Look, there's rope and there's something there. Oh, might as well play this as I'm doing it.
Hey. I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Okay, so I'm guessing I need a power cell or something from over here. I think that still wants me to do the thing of... Okay, so this is going to take me up. So this is how we get up. make sure I don't miss anything. Nice.
Found one. Looks intact.
That's hilarious. I just went to climb it. All I did was move. Yeah, look. All I have to do is move like a foot away, and it's just going to launch behind me. I have to go so slowly. That's funny. Okay, where's that rope at? Oh, it's potion. Ah, I've already got enough. I have nothing to use it for anyway. Just don't open. Oh no, I unlocked the other ones, haven't I? So I'll put it in. Okay, that little stalactite or stalagmite, I don't know which one.
That should
Stop
do
me
the
there.
trick.
What was it?
Now let's get that
Up,
door
left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, down, right, up, down, right, up. There we go. Should do it. It's not up, left, down, right, up. Up, left, down, right, up. What? Oh, it's upside down. So, wait, does that mean they need to be turned around as well, or? Because then this would be down. Then this would be left. Then up. I mean, if you crouched, then right, then down. Okay. That's if it's turned upside down. If it's flipped around, then I'm just annoyed.
That did it.
Okay.
Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Can't wait. Well, how are the shadow cards in here? That's what I don't get. Okay, they're right there.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid
Eclipse. Why am I
contact.
calling them shadow cards?
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Was I meant to be avoiding contact before? Okay, let's just mark all of them first. Two down already. It's gonna be heavy, it's all nice, just look. Wasn't a headshot. Are you planning on passing me off all day?
Try to run.
Oh, come around.
Disappeared.
Oh wait, it's another one. Nice. I thought that was his chin directly, but oh great. Let me get back out. Oh shit, I was gonna say it's quite expensive. I forgot I found that. Behind that.
Here we are.
Have been spotted. Actually, one more hit. Maybe two more hits. Seriously.
That's the last of it. Or not.
When are you guys gonna quit?
Fall before they...
clear. For a moment, anyway.
Get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Does that give me like some extra defense against freeze? Oh, it's only limited as well.
Alert.
That's cool.
Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
Okay, I'm just picking everything up from everyone, as I always do.
These will keep.
I've got so many health potions, so I shouldn't eat now.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part?
Straight up, I don't get it.
It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, a Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Surely now I have defeated all the cauldrons. That all wildlife in the area, well, it's not wildlife, but it's kind of wildlife in the area, would be docile to us. Surely that's what that means. That's cool looking. I just saw one of these. Okay, I'm letting you read them. I am getting bored as hell of reading things right now. If I wanted to read, I would read. I'd just go and pick up a book. Oh wait, if we already... This is one we activated earlier.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen,
Yep.
and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics.
What's up here? At least we know what Zero Dawn is now. I'm not completely understanding of it, of all the technical side. Did we just come from in there? No, maybe we're gonna go in there. Well, I'd say I can't reach that from here. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna end up going in there.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be more Eclipse.
Careful now.
How are they down here? That's what I don't get. Have they been down here the entire time? Are they the ones causing the derangement? I have too many questions. Okay. Don't know if it's possible just to sneak round me. Sorry, I thought I switched them. Yep, just go past them. Okay. Easy enough. Maybe not so easy enough because we've got to go down.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
It seems like they were trying to hint on a sequel there, but it doesn't look like there's going to be a sequel in this game. Encapsulated DNA. Oh, I've heard about this recently. They're trying to make it right now, where they're making DNA memory. I can't remember what it's called, but they're using the strands within DNA because they can hold so many bytes of memory. They're trying to use, well, there's nowhere near completion. Before that, they're trying to find out how to make it on glass discs. But they are trying this to have bytes of computer data into DNA. And I don't know how to go through. Do I have to go down here? Is that what I have to do? Looks like it. Oh, the stairs. I do tend to miss the obvious, don't I? What's this? Okay. Guess it's nothing.
We'll find her. We have to.
Some priest.
For later.
I don't think I've ever seen a priest before. She's got a normal loot. Itchy face, itchy legs. Ah. Oh god, they can see me. I can't really remember how that skill works. Is it by holding it? Okay, I hold it. Okay.
That looks like we're introduced.
So, yeah, it just gets further.
I will teach you to bleed.
Hey, how you doing? I like my setup right here. Can't get in. Nobody's coming at me. Somebody come in here. that thing? Why can't I whistle? Oh, it's a big guy left. Let's take the death ring then. I think we can take him out with this. Quite easily. Where are you? You up here.
I
see that one. Come here.
That's the last of them. Along once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
Give me a minute. I'm picking up my shit. You know, I should be using to heal myself up these. Not eating my food. Really? Grabbed onto that one. Something down there. It wants me to go this way. But I'm just gonna run around, see if I can find any like data points or something. It doesn't look like it so far. It's an maze this is. Oh no. Just the way I saw earlier.
Keep that for later.
Okay, let's get going.
Welcome to Hades.
Scare the shit
Zero
out of me.
Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol.
Ooh.
The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're
This layer
thinking.
is broken.
The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what the? What? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do. Which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocating. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so...
Okay.
If that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up
Maybe
in the
this
wreckage of a
isn't
Pharaoh
correct to
Titan,
Hades.
getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Always complaints. Is that about the screaming? Okay. So they're moaning about death metal music. Is that what they're doing? What's wrong with that? Unless the people here are so sadistic in their head, is that what it's trying to come to? That the people here were sadistic and made Hades to destroy the world over and over and again just for Gaia to rebuild it. And maybe that's why there's no art or anything left, because this has happened before and Hades destroyed
It's like the only way
everything.
onwards.
That's possible.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Okay. So they were the creation. They were passing on human genes. That's what their job was. To freeze, as they said, a snapshot of the genome. Not genome. Of the, what's it called? Diversification? So it says where, yeah, I think that's what he said. Of the human genes. That's what he wanted to pass over. So I'm guessing, like diseases that are quite common, which we have gained immunity to, we wouldn't be affected by it because it is only a snapshot of the gene, not one that doesn't have the passed on immunity
facilities.
From others.
Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Can I reach that? Oh, I can. Did I need to? Probably not. So I feel like I missed something there. No, don't think I have. I don't like this following the ground. Wow, this is a big ass office.
Nuts would benefit from antilopinate morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
So Gaia has sense and feelings. That's extremely fucking weird. Stop jumping on things. She's getting quite annoying with that thing.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
The transmission. Because of that, I'm guessing because they were going to hint at something. Right, open up. I'm guessing I was meant to search the other place first.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Odyssey has failed. Is that Odyssey the space shuttle? Oh, so they lost Apollo. Okay. That's not that's not good at all.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Stop Hades. Maybe. I got a feeling that's right. What's happening behind?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
I want to listen to that in a moment. A Karja. Looks like Karja to me. Oh, I didn't listen to one of the data points in there. I went straight to that. Fuck.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
That didn't kill me. Bloody hell. Size of your foot. The size of you. Yeah, I'm wearing different clothes.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. one twist. A simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
Oh, that's power.
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No, it wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men.
Sorry, his dog's going crazy outside the room.
Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Oh, which one? It's a puppet.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings, a pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then cleanse cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
The Nora have no part to play in this. Leave them alone.
Soon, they'll have no part to play in anything. That much is sure. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus, such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
So what, they drop me into fighting machines? Is that what they want to do?
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day, soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eyes of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die! Let her be the first of thousands!
What was it? Like 2 the behemoth? Caught on fire. I don't know any of his moves.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. I'm really out of the strength. Maybe I could use the strength against it.
Okay, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you have enjoyed it so far. I'm enjoying this game and I'm going to do this mission next episode because I've been recording for an hour and 20 minutes and it's going to be massively long upload and edit. So, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.